for another weekly preview. AK47 over at Prime Trading Investments and TradeCaster.com. It's April the 1st through April the 5th. This ain't no April Fool's joke, by the way. Yesterday was Easter. Hopefully everyone had a happy Easter. And by the way, April the 5th this Friday, that's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Now let's get into this week's weekly preview. Again, today, April the 1st. It's already gone by. We'll see what we have here for the rest of the week. And let's start with said ticker and the SPY. Came right down to 521, essentially, as you can see, on the dot today, and bounced off of it. Under 521, watch for a pullback down to 520 tomorrow. Possibly down to 519.50, under 519.50 to 518.75, and then down to 518. I think at this point where the SPY could land this week overall, kind of just going back to the 15-day, 15-minute time frame, probably somewhere right around the 515 mark. Speaking of 15s, right? So I'm kind of coming down to this area. I see at 518 seems to be probably a possible lock if we crack 521. So I would say my normal low of the week will be around 516 to 516.50, with your bigger low of the week taking it down to 515, maybe a hair bigger to 514. If you just go back to the 1 year, 1 day, you could see we're in this nice big uptrend channel. If and when we crack around, in my opinion, probably around the 518.75 mark, 518 mark, that's where I think we could have a big pullback. And that's why I would say overall, your normal low of the week could easily take it down to 516 after today's pullback. You know what? I'll readjust that. Going from 520, almost 6 this morning, down to 521. I'll say your normal low of the week will be 518. That kind of that trend line. I don't know if we'll crack it. Your bigger low of the week will be cracking that trend line in 518, taking it down to 516, possibly 515. Now for the way back up, be crucial to hold anywhere from 518 to 520. If we do, but still make it our way down to 520 to 518, to me it's going to be hard to get back up. Most likely 524 to 525, 526 will be your high of the week. Normal ultimate ain't going to happen. Now say if we can hold 521 and pop back up tomorrow, and we move back up in this channel overall, or even just stay kind of in this channel of around 518, 520. Again, 524, 525 high of day. If we don't crack 521 and we pop back up tomorrow, watch for move back up to 523.50 and 524. At that point, I think we could easily see 525.85 before the week's over. If we don't crack 521. If we crack 521, that's your high of the week. We won't get any higher than that. If we don't crack 521, I could see us getting up to 526.50, 527.50 by Friday. Again, we had a one big, nice, good green or red day, I should say, to start the week. It all comes back to the next couple of days, and do we hold this 520, 521, this through this area right here? If we go 521, I think we'll range up 526, 527. If we crack 521, we're probably heading down to that multi-day, multi-week, pretty much multi-month trend line, and I think things could get nasty, and we could see another red day like today this week, taking us down to that 516, 515 area. Apple here, team. Real gross, real choppy, alphabetical time here. Watch for this 168, 169 area to crack. If and when we do, you can tell we have not been under that 168, 160 area, 167 in a long time. The low in the last 6 months or so, since October, is 167 right here. That's it. The last in the few months before that is pretty much 168, right there. So watch, to me, in my opinion, 168 should get hit this week and could. And my normal low of the week will just be right here at 167. My ultimate low of the week, if we crack 167, watch for a pullback down to 160, possibly, if I could talk, under 165 down to 160. That would be your ultimate low of the week. Normal low of the week right here at 167. If we crack that, we could have some big red days and possibly take this down all the way down to 160. Now on the way back on up, I think you know what's huge to hold. Right at this point, 169 to 168, as you can tell, it's the lowest we've been in quite a while. Go back to that 4 hour right here. As you can tell, that 168 marks is about as low as we've been since way back here in October. So overall, we've got to hold 168. If we do not, we're going down. If we do hold 169, 168 area, watch for a pop back up to 170, over that to 170.25 to 170.50. Over 170.50 to 170.80, then to 171 for my normal high of the week. Yes, 171 to 170.50 will be my normal high of the week. Over 170.50, watch for a pop up to about 172 right here. And over 172, let's get back to the 15-day, 15-minute. Really not much else to even really use. I would say your normal high of the week, 171 to 171.50. Your ultimate high of the week takes it to 172. Up over that to 172.75, maybe to 173. 173 and a little hair over it ultimate high of the week for Apple. For AMD, finally today we got up and out of this ugly, choppy, I almost said gorgeous, but ugly, choppy channel we've been in for the last couple of weeks. The question is, do we stay above 180 here for the week moving forward? That will be key. Or we're moving right back down to this gross channel. Crack of 180, watch for a pullback by week's end down to 178 to 176. Normal low of the week. If we crack 180, ultimate low of the week would take it down to 172. Now for your way back up, especially if we can hold 180, even more key if we can hold 183 essentially, which we're trying to do here throughout the rest of the day. You can see, look at all those little off of resistance. We're trying to hold that now. If we can hold 183, watch for a pop-up tomorrow and even through the rest of the week. I think we could easily, it was a big day today, and I will say my normal high of the week will be today's high of day. Today's high of day will be my normal high of the week. We clipped that Thursday before last. My ultimate high of the week will take it over that 187 mark. We'll call it 187, 188 for your high of the week, your normal high. Your ultimate high of the week will take it up close to 190. Over to, I don't have ARM in here. I'll real quickly go over ARM. It's gotten pretty gross here. Had one awesome, nasty, gross Tuesday of last week. We'll see if we get another one of those days. Mostly, though, ARM has been pretty gross. You can tell here, gross. So I'll say overall, watch for a crack of 124 down to 122.70, 80 area. Below that to 122, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week takes it down to 121.35, down to 120. Could see right around 120. Most likely won't, because we're probably going to be real choppy and gross. Over 128.75, 128.70 here for the pop up to 130. 131-ish or so will be my normal high of the week. My ultimate high of the week will take it somewhere into 132.50 to 133. Over to coin. This one's been moving a lot more recently, so I'll throw this one in there. Over to coin here. Watch under 250. Looked like it was on a clear shot up to 300. If you go back just the daily in itself, the 4 hour, you can see we're up, down, up, and watch for another down overall in coin here. Seems to do this a lot. Build a nice uptrend, level out, flatten down. Built a shorter uptrend, flattened out. Now we could be going back down. So overall, in my opinion, watch under 250. Could easily see 245, 240. Normal low of the week will be 235. My ultimate low of the week will take it down close to 225 to 220. Maybe even that 215 mark. For your longs of the week, got to get back over 255 to 255, or 258 I should say. Over 258 to 260 and over 260 to 265. Seems like we could be going down more this week. I'll say 265 to 270, your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week will then take it up to over 270 area. Fail. Up to around 275. Boom. And over that maybe to 277. Over to Googs. To Google. Up to all-time highs today. Talked about this in my morning alerts. Something that you should be signing up for. Been killing it over the past few months with those. Killed this beautiful all-time high pop today. All-time high was right over 155. We'd been in this gorgeous ascending triangle for the past few weeks. I said, hey, just like I did 2 weeks ago today, watch for that squeeze up. $2 to $3 pop. Whammy, got even more than we did 2 weeks ago. Now the key is, do we hold 153? And even above that, all-time high before, which was this 52-week high of around 155. Those will be the two key areas, 155 and 153. So if we can hold 155 for the week, watch for this to pop up possibly to 160, 162.50. Somewhere in there will be my normal to ultimate high of the week, just because we got a big day today. Now if we crack 155, watch for 153 to hold. I will say 153, if it does crack, 151.50-ish will be my normal low of the week. My ultimate low of the week, you know what? I don't think we'll crack it. Because this is kind of the confidence saying that's kind of the normal, say this is what it should do, right? Ultimate's kind of, well, it could, what it should do versus what it could do. The normal and the normal high and low of day is, in my opinion, what these plays should do. Your ultimate high and low of day are what they could do, potentially, right? And so, normal low of the week, 153. We don't get back below 153. Your ultimate low of the week would take it down to 151, maybe 150. Over to Meta. It's been a really choppy, gross mess. I'm not going to give it too much alerting here. The main key crack area is under 481, which we got the short today. Opening bell, then went right back on up. So watch under 481 down to 475. 481 at this point because we popped on up. 481 will be my normal low of the week. What we just hit today will be my normal low of the week. My ultimate low of the week will take it to 476 area. For the move back on up, we need to get back over 495 to even see 500 for the week. And so we could start to get choppy. As you can see, you just go to go to multiple weeks here. You get 1 or 2 good moving days, 1 good moving day, 2 good moving days, but then 1, 2, 3 choppy days, right? So choppy Tuesday, good day Tuesday, or choppy Monday, good day Tuesday, opening bell move Wednesday, but then nothing. It was kind of gross. So there's our one big day. We may get one more. So the fact that we had one big day up and we came back down didn't, in the end, moved a decent amount, but not a ton. Watch for this 497, what we hit today, to be your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week will push it up to 500 and ultimately could get up to 502.75. Over to Microsoft, been pretty choppy as well. Under 419, 420 for the short, over 428 for the longs. I'll say 428, what we hit today, will be your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week will take it close up to all-time highs here, 431 or so. For your short, watch under 422 down to 420.65 and then down to the 420, 419 area. Your normal low of the week will be right here at 419. Your bigger low of the week will take it below 419 to right around the 415, 16 area. Over to Netflix, has been really choppy. I'm not a fan of it. Not going to break it down. NVDA here, big play still at hand in my opinion. It could make some good moves still. Under this 890 mark for the short, under 890, we'll see 882.50, 881. Below that down to 875. Under 875, watch for the tug to 870, possibly 865, 865 to 870. Normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week will take it below that down to the 850 mark. For your move back on up, watch over 905 will be key, 910, then 915, up to 920. Over 920, watch for a pop up to 925 and then to 930. 930 to 940, normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, again, another pop up to that 965, 970 area. Go over to the Qs. QQQ, really choppy in this channel. Going to go right straight to it. Under 442 here for the short. I can see your normal low of the week being around 441 to 440. Your ultimate low of the week will take it down to 438 to 436. For your high of the week, watch for a pop over 446 to 448. Then up to 449.35, all-time highs. That's going to be my normal high of the week, with your ultimate high of the week taking it up over 450 to 452.50. Somewhere right around there. SMCI, also another big monster mover at hand at times. Over 1060 and 1060, we'll call it 1060. Let's call it 1060. Watch for a pop up to about 1075. Over 1075 to this 1100, 1105 mark for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week, over 1105. Watch for a squeeze up. Watch for a squeeze up over 1105, your normal high of the week, for a move up to around 1020 or 1125 and around 1150. For your low, watch under 1025 down to 1,000 essentially. Under 1,000 down to 995, then to 985, then to 975, and then to 950. 950 normal low of the week, with ultimate low of the week taking it down to 925, possibly 905. Last but not least here, Tesla, another kind of gross choppy play. The one thing I do like is down trim. Watch for a downtrend break back over 176 for the move to 178. Over that up to 180, 180.50, then to 182. I'll go 182 normal high of the week, ultimate high of the week, 184.25. I don't think we'll get higher than that this week. For your short side, watch back under 173.25 here for the 172. Under that to 171.80, then down to 171, then down to 170. Under 170, 168-ish or so will be your normal low of the week, with your ultimate low of the week taking it down to 166 and then possibly down to 164. Probably still pretty choppy until overall, in my opinion, we'll start getting bigger moves. And it could go across the board, which is fine with me. But if and when the SPY does break that uptrend channel, so you can see here, wherever you want to connect it, I don't really care, somewhere through there. And you can see we'd end up somewhere right around 519, somewhere in there. Watch for that trend line crack. That could lead to good movement. Now I know it's going back down. I don't really care. I take whatever comes my way. But again, watch for that crack. Could lead to some good movement. And finally, a little less, in my opinion, choppiness that we've had really since earnings report. Some days are good, some days are bad. A lot less consistency, it seems like, in the stock market since we've had all the earnings reports. I think when we crack this trend line on the SPY, we'll start getting more fluidity and some bigger volume type moves, bigger chunky moves. Lost boys, lost girls, see you in chat tomorrow. Come join me over at tradecaster.com. Come get the one-on-ones at Prime Trading Investments. Until next time, see you, team.